Good morning, September 16th, 2023. Hope everybody is well.
On
Ah,
in.
I'm okay.
Your ankle good?
Say again, please.
How's your ankle?
Uh, improving.
Well, that's
I'm
good.
still gimping around with the help of a walker, etc. So we'll see. Let's see. At one point during the baseball game, the coach called one of the Little League 9-year-olds players aside and asked, "Do you understand what cooperation is? What team is?" "Yes, coach," replied the little boy. "Do you understand what matters is what matters most in the game is how we play, teamwork, and not so much win and lose." The little boy nodded in affirmation. So the coach continued, "I'm sure you know when an out is called, you shouldn't argue or curse or attack the umpire or call him an asshole. Do you understand that?" "Yes," said the little boy, "of course." The coach continued, "And when I take you out of the game so another boy gets a chance to play, you don't call me a dumbass decision." That it means the coach is a shithead, right? "Yes," said the boy. He said, the coach says, "Good," said the coach. "Now go up there and explain that to your grandmother." All right.
Oh,
Couple of tips for the day. The first one is when you take a screenshot, now I'm going to share my screen. Everybody see the screen okay?
No, just
No.
no, no,
No.
no,
no,
No?
no.
How about now? See it okay now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's everybody remember how to take a screenshot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a particular website. And I happen to go to the Stug website and remind everybody we have a social coming up, right? It costs $5. It's on September, what's the date? 27th. Okay, get together. We're going to have some fun. Everybody should probably try to attend that, unless you're in Boston or Texas or Michigan, Minnesota. And here's the length of that.
We'll try.
Okay, so there's the length of that. Now you can take a screenshot of that. Say I wanted to print that. And
Mm.
and what you do to take a screenshot is in the iPhone, you without the home button, you press and hold the power and the volume up button concurrently or at the same time. Well, I'm getting that, and I go boop. And you see how it made an icon in the lower left-hand side? I can do the same thing on my iPhone here, iPad. Volume up. Oops, sorry about that. The volume up and
Wait a minute.
nope. How does it work on the iPad?
I don't work on this either.
How do you take a
Bill.
screenshot?
I think
Yep.
it's the button and the power button.
Which button?
The round button, start button
Power button and
on
the
the base of
volume
the
up, same as you did on
iPad.
the other one.
And what if you don't have a home button? What if you don't have the home button?
Ah, good question.
If you don't have a home button, it's the sleep wake. Power
3
button at the
clicks?
top and the volume up, just like you did on the other one. But do it quick
1,
so you
2,
don't.
3. 1, 2, 3. No,
You gotta go quick, yeah, I guess.
No,
I did it earlier.
doesn't work on my phone.
There it was, yeah. The power button and the volume up button concurrently in release. And you see the little icon in the lower left-hand side that appears? If you tap that, and I'm going to do it on my iPhone, same thing, power and volume up button. And I tap it, and you see it shows up on the screen.
Press this here.
Now, most people, if you wanted to print that, you could hit I could then tap,
Okay, thanks.
I could then tap the share box up here and print, but it would just print this. And the
Yeah,
reason I show you this tip is not to do that, but what if I wanted to print the whole web page? In other words, all pages of it. I would click on full page or tap full page. And then when you print, you would get 3 pages worth. Now be careful with this because you could be at a website that has 10 pages.
it
But you
doesn't.
can do the screenshot and hit the share box at the top there. This is the share box. So you tap that, and then you select print. And now it will print all 3 pages of the Stug website, the home page for Stug.
Oh, Bill, I missed, how did you get screen and full page?
Okay, I'm going to do it again.
Please, thank you.
So we're going back and we're looking at the website. All right, so we went to a website. First of all, we want to take a screenshot of the website, depending on your device. Mine, I hit the volume up and power button at the same time and quickly release them. So I'm going to do that next on both the iPhone and the iPad. Then I tap the little, whoops, went away on the iPhone already. And then I tap the little picture that shows up in the lower left-hand corner. And you have to do it pretty quickly because it disappears.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it sure does.
Well, it disappears because it's saving it in your photos. And it comes up like, then I just tap that little picture and it shows me what the picture is. If I tap done, it will save the picture in my photos in the upper left-hand side, but right below that, that would be done up here. But you see where it says screen or full screen? Screen or full screen? If you tap on full page, right? It's the entire page. And I don't want that. And if you tap the little arrow, the share box in the upper right-hand corner and select print,
Oh,
it will print either one page, it will print whatever number of pages there are.
hmm.
Okay?
Bill, is there a way to preview and see how many pages you're going to be printing?
Let me try. Hold on. Yes. believe there is.
Yes.
And on the, I see it on the left, on the iPad and the iPhone. I'm sorry, on the right. Let's see if I can scroll up. See, it's going to draw a line on it. I don't want to do that. Let me do it again. Screenshot. Full page. Um, there it is. If you go into the gray area, you should be able to scroll up on it. I don't want to write on it. I just want to scroll. I can't seem to do it on the iPhone. Anybody out there able to do it on the iPhone?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Uh, hmm. Let's see.
Yeah.
If you go to you hit the square up button. If you hit on that, it'll give you options: copy, print.
Yep.
Hit on the
Hit print.
hit print.
I hit print. Does it tell me the number of pages?
It tells you it asks you the printer that you're going to use.
Right.
Okay, and
But I
so you
don't,
use the printer, and then you can make any copies, the range that you want, page 1, 2, and you can also at the bottom check off the pages you don't want and leave the check page that you do want. Then just push print and it'll print it.
all right, let me try that.
This
So
is
I'm
on
gonna
the
take a
iPhone.
take a screenshot. I tap full page, then I go to print.
Yep.
And now it says one copy. It doesn't say how many pages. Mine only says one page at the bottom.
It
Or
says, let's see, it's the printer there. Okay, the presets, none, copies. They choose the copies. Now why?
Yeah, yeah.
See, I have an iPhone 14. It says presets none, then it says copies. Then it should say the range, paper size, orientation, and scaling. So
Doesn't,
mine-
we don't get all those. We just get letter or not.
I won't do it.
okay.
Huh. So if I print that, let's see what happens.
Oh, it'll
I'm gonna
print it.
print it. I'm gonna
It'll
print it, see how many pages it does. Maybe it got it all on one page. I don't know.
No, it doesn't do it that way. I've seen it try. What it will do. See, did you update the phone yet? This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
latest update.
I'm not sure.
Oh, because if you the latest update gives you choices of copies, range, paper size, orientation, and scaling. That didn't come before.
Understood. Mine, when I used my iPhone, it only did one page. And it printed the whole thing on one page.
I can't even do this.
So
Okay, I
it
wish I
worked on
could
one page. I think it
I
would
wish-
do that if it was more than one page
see what it.
printing.
Can you read that? If you
Can I read what it
Uh,
printed?
No, on my page. Oh, you can't see me.
No.
You can't see me,
Sure.
right?
No, I cannot. I can't, I don't have your screen share.
Bill, hit the iPhone picture that you have
Yep,
or another screenshot. And you had a picture at the bottom that showed the click on your screenshot there. And you can
Yeah.
actually, you can adjust that so that if you can scroll it to be able to be 1, 2, or 3 pages. So is the whole thing in or not in? And then when you go to print it, you have a thing called layout, and the layout will allow you to say how many pages you want it to be.
okay. So I'm on my iPhone, Bill.
Yeah, you're on your iPhone.
Let me go
Now,
back.
we took the screen, you're on the screenshot.
Just a minute. I gotta get back there. I'm on the screenshot. I tap full. Well, there's. No, just a minute. Okay, there's the screenshot.
Yep.
Now go to full page.
It says crop or scale the selected text, so you want to make it small enough to get the whole page into it. You only, because you only have one page.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I did that.
Okay, now you should have something that is, I had a thing that said layout.
Yeah, let's not get there. If it take, well, see mine on my iPhone, it scaled it to one page. On
Yeah.
my iPad, it did not. I have multiple pages on the iPad.
Mm-hmm. Me
And so
too.
you'll notice on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side of the screen, you look at the screen, you'll see that there's multiple pages that goes by.
Right.
So if I print that, it's going to be, so if I tap share, print, right?
No, on my phone, it shows 3 pages on the
Does it on
side.
yours? Okay, then you can print and it'll be 3 pages.
Then that would
That
be,
says
okay.
pages per, on your iPad, it says pages per sheet.
Yeah,
And so you can set it whether you want one, two,
right.
and spread, you know,
So it works
basically.
on the iPad, on the iPhone. My iPhone is not quite working right. By the way, somebody did mention something. Let me diverse from this now. So you know how to take a screenshot, you know how to print a screen, and you know how to print if it's multiple pages. All right. Somebody mentioned, do you have the latest version of the operating system?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the latest is, so I go to settings. I'll go to settings on both my iPhone and my iPad.
Go to general.
Okay.
And then I go to general. And I tap software update.
It should be
Okay, the
16
latest version out there is 16.6.1. 17 is coming out next week, I believe.
Monday.
Is it Monday? All right.
Yep, Monday or Sunday, one of those two. But yeah. Yeah,
Whichever.
you've got the latest version.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well,
And we'll
Is-
talk at some point about what the what some of the main factors that maybe we'll do that next week. Some of the main features that 17 has added. When you have your iPhone, another tip for the day is how to create a custom quick response. If you don't want to answer a phone call, there's a way that you can send a message to the caller and you can customize that response. Okay. In order to customize it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Bill to give me a call once I show you how to customize this so you can see the result. So what we do to customize on our phones, we go to settings. Oh, we spend a lot of time going to settings, don't we? And we go down and we tap on, now it says settings at the top center of your screens on your iPhones. And we scroll down to where it says phone. There it is. So I tap phone. and tap in the phone settings. It says respond with text, tap that. And you could say, sorry, I can't talk right now, or I'm on my way, or can call you later. Okay.
Mine are grayed out.
You're on your iPad or iPhone
iPhone?
and it's grayed out.
Yeah, it
How did you-
says, sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm on my way and can I call you later? But they're all grayed out.
You can type in whatever you want to say.
If you tap on one of them, I'll type on that one, and now I can tap, let me alone.
Stop
Or
calling.
stop this nausea. I'll do that.
You're a
Stop
scammer.
calling. All right. So you can change them. I guess I should probably start it with a capital S.
Oh, Bill, I see that yours are grayed out as well because you just typed.
Those are set. So if you tap on one of them, Ann, you can change it.
Yeah, but you can, how do you make sure, will these come up without, because they're grayed out, will they come up when I want to use one of them?
Yes.
Thank you.
Those three choices you will have. Okay, so I've got three choices there, and I've changed one of them. All right,
Okay.
and then we tap the back button. Go back to settings. Now, hey, Bill, you there?
I'm here.
Can you please give me a call? Now he's calling me, and you'll notice on the screen it says message. I'm going to tap message, and one says I can customize it right here or stop calling. I'm on my way, or sorry, I can't talk right now. I can select one of those. Did I select one?
No,
I didn't even get the chance to select one. Try to give me a call again, Bill, please. And sorry, I can't talk right now.
Hey,
And now
Bill,
Bill gets that as part of a message.
I just got a text message that says, sorry, I can't talk right now.
Thank you, William. All right, everybody?
So I have a question. So when you do that, does that, are they still able to go to voicemail or does that just disconnect them and then they can't leave a message?
No, they can't leave. Yeah, Bill could not leave a message.
Okay,
think
good.
it-
Thank you.
Okay. I think it disconnected you, right, Bill?
I hung it up. You want me to try again?
Yeah,
Yeah, do it
Let's see what
again
you-
so I know.
good.
Okay, so you get the call.
Message. I'll say I'm on my way this time. Did it give you a chance to send me a voicemail, Bill?
Bill's talking, but he's muted.
We lost Bill?
Yes, he's muted.
I muted because I was leaving you a message. If I stayed on the
Okay.
phone after I got the text, I could leave you a message.
Okay, so now I haven't got the voice message yet. Let's see if I get it. Hasn't come through yet, Bill. I'm not going to call you in just a minute. I just called you.
You want me to answer it?
Once they do.
Hi, Bill.
Send me a message.
Okay.
The time.
That's Bill calling me.
I'm trying to leave you a message.
You were? Yeah, I didn't see a, oh, wait a minute. No, that's recent. I didn't get a voice message. Hmm.
I sent you a second, left you a second voicemail, but
And I haven't gotten either one of them yet. Let's see. Let's see if they come a little later.
yeah. I find a lag sometimes between actually getting the messages when somebody leaves one.
Yep, me too. The other one is the other tip for today.
Bill,
Yes,
could I ask a question here before you move?
go.
When I get the print screen, I can get the print screen shot, but it only print one page. I can't get multiple pages printed. So where is that?
Okay, now wait. Did you is it multiple pages on one page if you printed it?
No, when I print it, it just prints the screenshot itself and that's it.
Okay. Again, let me go back. There's the Stug web. Well, let me get out of here. Yeah, here's the Stug website.
Yes,
I take the screenshot.
yep,
There's the screenshot, lower
Yes.
right. And here's the thing you have to do is at the top of the screen, it says full page. It
Wait,
says screen and full page.
mine
You
doesn't say
change-
that. Mine doesn't say that.
It doesn't?
No. It's got John, it's got several things across the top. But it doesn't have the screen or the full page.
And
Yes,
you did this with Safari? You started in Safari or some other browser?
It was probably some other browser, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was probably
Start
some
with-
other, yes.
start with Safari.
All right, so let me, wait, okay, let me
Yes, Safari.
start with Safari.
Yes, no?
Well, I don't know.
Bill, if you hit the share box and then hit print.
I just did screen, not full page.
Oh,
Should I be
I
on-
need you on the full page.
Okay. Full page, share box,
And when you hit
and then print.
print,
Now it's on my phone here, so it gives me a different result.
no, that's all right. See, down at the bottom, you have
Oh, there
a
we go.
picture down there. You got to make
Yep.
sure that that's widened to the whole screen. And so that you can make sure you got the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
And then you've got the pages per sheet like you had on your phone, on your. So that was going to print one, but you can adjust the pages per sheet and make it 2 or 4.
Yeah. See what happens. I'm printing it. See what happens. See if I get 3 pages. All right. We've had enough of,
Yep.
nope, I got 1 page.
All right, we'll have to play with that one.
Yep. The other, boy, I got plenty of tips today. Everybody get a lot of notifications.
Yes.
Now, are you getting more than you want? We'll show you about that. And then we'll show you how to clear them. So first of all, how do you, if I put my finger in the top left-hand corner and pull down, shows me a bunch of notifications here. See them?
Yep.
Look at all those notifications I have. Right? You can control what sends you notifications. So the first thing I want to show you is that. So if we go to settings and we find notifications on here somewhere, there they are. It's near the top. Okay. And I've told my notifications that I want to get a list. But down here, if you scroll down in notifications, it shows you all my applications, and I have a lot of them. And you can control which notification sends you information. So, for example, if I look at Herald Tribune there, I have notifications turned off for the Herald Tribune. If I look at, let me pick one that I don't have turned off. Find My. If Find My discovers something and sends me a notification, I have it turned on. Say it's time sensitive because they're always delivered immediately. I want it to show up on my lock screen if it happens, because it has something to do with I lost something, one of my devices, right? In this case, shows up in the notification center and shows up as a banner at the top of the screen. Okay, so the instant it happens, a banner will show up at the top of the screen if I'm on my home screen or somewhere else. If I'm on my lock screen, it will show up at the bottom. In addition to that, it will show up in the notification center when I look at it. It will make a sound. It will have the badge of the application show up with it. And if I have CarPlay, it'll show up there. And I always have it set to be persistent. So when the banner shows up at the top, say I'm looking at my calendar and all of a sudden this notification comes in. In this case, I make it persistent so that I have to move it out of the way because it will stay there until I move it out of the way versus temporary. It'll make a noise in temporary, show up, and by the time I get a chance out of my pocket or purse to look at it, it's gone. Okay? If I go down here, if you have notifications you're getting and don't want to get any longer, like Healthy Together, says banner, sound, and badges, I'm just going to turn that one off. Okay? Most of them should be turned off. So you only get the notifications you're interested in. All right. Now, once you get all these notifications, and I just brought all my notifications down, There they are.
Yeah.
You can sweep one out of the way by going from left to right to clear it. Look at this one from Fox News. It's stacked. You can see ones behind it. If I tap it, it shows multiple ones. And I can hit the X to get rid of all of them. Clear all those from, and there's one from weather. I got 2 or 3 or 4 from weather. Tap the X and I can get rid of all of them.
Bill,
There's one
sometimes,
from,
excuse me,
Go-
sometimes when I try to delete something, it shows archive when I slide it. What am I doing wrong? You know, I'll slide,
here
yeah.
in notifications or somewhere else.
I think it's in notifications. It'll show
No,
archive.
I, I
Don't
think
worry.
it's in mail,
Okay, so
and I'll answer
where
that.
is it? Go ahead.
I'll answer that question a little later.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
If I hit the X, I got rid of all of mine earlier today, but if I hit the X right now, whoop, I got rid of all of them. So you can slide them to get them out of the way, hit the X to get rid of a group of them, or if you have some from yesterday, you can hit the X and it will get rid of all the ones from previous to today.
That's easy to get
Okay.
rid of.
All right. Now, if everybody could get out their paper and pencil.
I did.
All right. Last week we covered Apple Camera and photos. And if you're new to us this week, we're going to test your skill as well in terms of how well do you know the camera and photos app. I think there are 25 questions, and we're going to start with so get your pencil and paper ready. Question number 1. What's the primary purpose of the Apple Photos? Photo editing, social networking, email management, or music streaming? Let's write down A, B, C, or D. Question number 2. In which operating system is Apple Photos primarily available? Windows, Android, iOS and Mac OS, or Linux? Number 3. Which feature in Apple Photos allows you to automatically organize your photos based on people's faces? Which feature? Smart albums, faces, tags, or filters? Many of us have problems with we don't have enough iCloud storage. What is the maximum storage capacity, for photos and videos in Apple Photos when using iCloud Photos? Is it 5 gigs, 50 gigs, 200 gigs, or 2 terabytes? Question number 5. What does live photo mode do in Apple Photos? Capture a series of images to create a short video clip, applies artistic filters to your photos, automatically backs up your photos to the iCloud, or organizes your photos by location? Which editing tool in Apple Photos allows you to adjust the brightness, contrast, and saturation? Crop, filters, adjust, or markup? What is the memories feature in Apple's Photo? Feature for creating animated GIFs, a way to organize photos based on location, automatically generated collection of photos and videos, a tool for sharing photos on social media. Which format does Apple Photos automatically use to store photos in iCloud? PNG, TIFF, HEIC, or GIF? Number 9, what is the purpose of For You tab in Apple Photos? Person to purchase additional storage space, to view personalized recommendations and memories, to access the photo editing tool, to delete unwanted photos. Number 10, what does recently deleted album in Apple Photos allow you to do? View recently edited photos, permanently delete photos, restore deleted photos, or share photos with friends. That's a good one. What is the purpose of My Album selection in Apple Photos? To organize photos by date, to organize photos into custom albums, to view recently taken photos, to access photo editing tools. Which Apple Photos feature helps you quickly find, categorize your photos by objects, scenes, or elements? Tags, search, machine learning, or categories? Number 13, what is the purpose of Hidden Album in Apple Photos? That should be A, to store quality photos, low quality photos, to hide sensitive or private photos, to organize photos by date, or to sort photos by location. How do you back up your photos to iCloud in Apple Photos? By connecting your device to a computer, by manually uploading each photo, by enabling iCloud Photos in settings, by using a third-party backup service. Number 15, what tool in Apple Photos enables you to make basic adjustments to your photos, such as cropping and rotation, markup, filters, edit, or trim? How can you store photos from Apple Photos? How can you share photos from Apple Photos with others? AirDrop, text message, email, or all the above? What's the maximum number of photos and videos you can add to the iCloud shared photo album? Shared album. 100, 1,000, 5,000, or unlimited? Ooh, that's a good one too. What does optimized photo storage option in Apple Photos do? Reduces the photo resolutions, deletes all photos, stores photos in the iCloud to free up local storage space, prevents photos from being uploaded to the iCloud. How can you create a slideshow in Apple Photos? Share your device, tap and hold the photo, use the Photos Play slideshow, or speak, start slideshow. How can you create a slideshow? Number 20, what is the default camera app on Apple devices? Camera Plus, Snap Camera, Camera Obscure, and Apple Camera. What does HDR stand for in the context of Apple Camera app? High definition resolution, high dynamic range, high digital rendering, high definition recording. Which mode in Apple Camera app, in the Apple Camera app, captures a series of photos in quick succession? A, burst mode, B, time-lapse mode, C, panorama, and D, slow motion mode. What's the purpose of live photo feature in Apple Camera app? To capture a 3D image, to record short video clips alongside photo, to create animated GIFs, to add filters to your photos. Number 24, what does portrait mode in the Apple Camera app primarily focus on? Capturing wide angle shots, taking close-up photos of objects, creating a blurred background effect, capturing panoramic landscapes. And last but not least, in which mode can you record slow motion videos using the Apple Camera app? Slow-mo mode, time-lapse mode, speed mode, or snail mode? I like snail mode. Oh, 26. Which option in Apple Camera app helps reduce shakiness when taking photos or videos? Image stabilization, anti-shake mode, reduction, steady shot. 27. I lied to you guys. What does the grid overlay in Apple Camera app assist with? Measuring distance, aligning horizons, applying digital stickers, or adding watermarks? And the answers are, everybody ready to check your work? Number 1, photo editing. What's the primary purpose of Apple Photos? Is photo editing. Number 2, in which operating system is Apple's primarily available? That would be C, iOS and macOS. Which feature in Apple Photos allows you to automatically organize your photos based on people's faces? Of course, it's the faces feature. 2 terabytes is the maximum amount of iCloud storage you can get. Anybody out there have 2 terabytes worth? It's a lot.
That's a lot.
What does live photo mode do in Apple Photos? Captures a series of images to create a short video clip. Number 6, which editing tool in Apple Photos allows you to adjust brightness, contrast, and saturation? Adjust.
Mm.
Number 7, what is the memories feature in Apple Photos? Automatically generated collection of photos and videos. Does it automatically for you. Number 8 is, which format does Apple Photos get stored in? And that's HEIC. It's Apple's proprietary photo format. What is the purpose of the For You tab in Apple Photos? To view personalized recommendations and memories. What does recently deleted album in Apple Photos allow you to do? Restore deleted photos. That one's kind of weird because you can use view recently edited photos.
Right.
No, that's edited.
I put both of them.
How about B, permanently delete photos? You can go to recently deleted, and if you delete a picture from that, it will delete it completely. So B and C are kind of correct there.
Right.
What's the purpose of my albums? And that's to organize photos into custom albums, ones that you make. 12. What Apple Photo feature helps you quickly find and categorize your photos by objects, scenes, or elements? And that's the search feature. Beautiful feature. Allows you to quickly create personalized albums. I use it for. I say, hey, give me the pictures, all the pictures you have of the ocean. And then I can make a folder of ocean pictures. What is the purpose of hidden album? It's to hide sensitive or private photos. How can you back up your photos to the iCloud? And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. It's how by enabling iCloud photos in settings.
Right.
All you have to do, and all your photos are automatically backed up. Now, I'll cover this again, but I think it's really important. If you delete a picture from your phone, it will simultaneously delete it from the iCloud.
Mhm.
So yes, it automatically backs up everything, but it also backs up everything that you delete, meaning that if you delete a picture from your phone, it deletes it from the cloud. So it's not truly a backup that preserves stuff that you want to delete from your phone. That's not the way to do it. I repeat, that is not the way to do it. Number 15, which tool in Apple Photos enables you to make basic adjustments? It's called Edit. C. How can you share photos with Apple Photos with others? All of the above.
Mhm.
You can airdrop them, text them, email. And the most photos you can put up there, whoa, what is the maximum number of photos and videos you can add to an iCloud shared album? So if you're sharing an album, then you can put more in the cloud. You can put probably more in an album, but you can't share it.
Yeah.
Okay. What does optimize iPhone storage? This is one we didn't talk about. It's called share photos in iCloud to free up local space. Let me take a minute and talk about that. Okay. I want to switch back to one of my this screen. Okay. If you go to settings and then photos, okay. And you see where it says optimize iPhone storage or download and keep originals.
Mhm.
If you choose to save some space on your phone with your photos, you tap optimize. And I'll read the explanation here. If your iPhone is low on space, full resolution photos and videos are automatically replaced with similar device size version. Let's call them thumbnail size versions. Full resolution versions can be downloaded from the iCloud anytime. When you turn optimize photos on, it reduces the number of pixels in each picture that's on your phone by about, I think it was 70%, 70, 80%. So it saves that much space. Then when you go look at your photos, if you look real quick and you're not hooked to the cloud at all, it will seem granular.
Yeah.
And if you wait long enough, it will automatically download the full version of the picture from the iCloud. So you only notice that if you're not tied to the cloud and you look at your picture the minute you tap it, and it hasn't had time to download the full version. Okay? Number 19, what can you create? How can you create a slideshow in Apple Photos? Shake your device, tap and hold the photo,
Yeah, that's a,
use the play slideshow option, or speak, start slideshow. Use the play slideshow option. So you do that. So if you look at one of your albums, and again, I'll switch back. If you go to one of your albums, and let me go to one here. I'm going down here to, no, not that one. All right. There's the album I took at the Van Gogh exhibit. If I tap the three dots, it says slideshow there. And I tap it, and it automatically plays the slideshow. Okay. Again, you tap the three dots. All right.
It plays everything that you have in there, so you have to
Yeah.
select good and bad photos.
Oh, well, you don't put the bad photos in the album. They can still be in your collection, but you don't put them in the album I just showed.
How did you choose the photos for the album?
How did I put photos? We talked about that last time.
Okay,
I went to photos, done, and I'll go back to recents, and I'll tap select, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I chose all those pictures when I tap select. And then I think I tap the three dots and it says add to album.
so they're in an album. Okay,
I say add to album, and then I'm going to say a new album, and I'm going to call it Eagle.
thank you.
Not Regal, Eagle. And save. Okay. Number 20. What is the default camera app? Apple Camera.
surprise.
What does HDR mean? High dynamic range. Anybody remember what that is?
Mm.
It takes 2 or 3 pictures. When you have it, high dynamic range has become something they automatically do now. And when you take that picture, and let's say it's a picture of a green cornfield with a blue sky, right? Well, if you just took it without high dynamic range and you were focused on the cornfield, the cornfield would be a beautiful color green, but the background sky would be not so beautiful as you remember it. High dynamic range focuses on the corn, then it focuses on the sky, and it puts those two pictures together. So it makes a much more dynamic picture. High dynamic range. Which mode in Apple Camera app captures a series of photos? First mode. What is the purpose of live photos? To record a short video clip.
Right.
Okay. What does portrait mode do? Actually, portrait mode's designed to blur the background. But then you can get various effects. Remember I showed you that, and I actually darkened the entire background and made what I was focused on really stand out. In which mode can you record slow motion? Well, come on. Slow-mo mode.
That's a hard one.
That was a tough one. Which option in Apple Camera helps reduce shakes image stabilization?
That's what I don't have.
That was a tough one too. Wait, what does the grid overlay? Remember I had you put the grid on the
Yeah,
front of all your photos?
I mean,
It helps align the horizon or square off things to make sure you're doing it level. You don't have the camera slightly twisted. All right. I'm sure everybody got a perfect score on that, right?
yeah,
Ooh, what happened to my screen? Am I back?
Yes,
sort of, yeah.
Sort of is right. Woo, I lost it. I lost something here. Just a minute. Wow. Guess I did. There we go. Okay.
Do they have a letter grade for how many you got right or wrong?
I treat tests as a learning exercise.
Oh,
Okay. So perhaps the more you miss, the bit more you learned. But if you got them all right, well, okay. All right, let's talk about iCloud. Okay. What's the purpose of the iCloud?
storage.
iCloud calls it backup. Let me call it synchronize. I would say the biggest purpose of the iCloud is for when you get a new phone or a new tablet. If you have the iCloud turned on, everything you have on your device, old device, will be replicated on your new device. And let me explain a couple of things there. By the term everything, it has a list of all the applications you have. It saves all the data associated with every application you have. Your account preserves all the music you have downloaded from Apple on your device. If you have email, your email is not in the iCloud unless you're using apple.com email, an Apple email. If you're using Gmail, Yahoo, Comcast, all that email is backed up at the server, i.e., Gmail server or Yahoo server, right? So, in essence, if you get a new device, Apple remembers what your Apple account, what your email accounts are, and then it downloads all the email from those various sources when you get the new device. All right, I want to go to the iCloud right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to iCloud.com. You can do this on any computer in the world. So there I typed in iCloud. I should have said dot. Okay, and now I've gone to iCloud.com. Well, before I do that, I better do something else here. If everybody could go to settings on one or both of your devices. Okay, I'm going to settings
Mm-hmm.
and I tap my name at the top. And you see where it says iCloud?
Mm-hmm.
It says I have 50 gigs. I tap that. And you'll see a diagram or a bar chart there, a bar that shows you how much of the space you have. I have 50 gigabytes. I'm using 23.1 gigabytes of the 50. And it shows me a color-coded bar chart of what's taking up the space. For example, photos by far is taking the most, and then backups from various things is taking next, then docs, and then other. I want everybody got that? Yes, I'll do this. I'll do the same on my phone. If this bar is out here on the end, it's time to get more space. And you have to tap the little arrow there that says manage. And now it says I have 50 gigabytes. And then I tap the arrow and I can go and buy more. 200 gigabytes cost me $3 a month, and 2 terabytes cost me $10 a month. $3, $10. I'm paying 99 cents a month.
Bill, how did you get to the iPhone? How did you get to this setting in the iPhone?
I went to settings
Okay,
and tapped my name at the top of the list.
all right. Okay,
I
mine is
type
not
my name. You got to go back. Here we go. I tap my name at the top, and then
Ah.
I tap iCloud.
Thank you. Now you can
So
renew
it's,
settings on your phone. You can buy more settings on your phone, but how about your computer? Are you stuck with whatever you have?
you can buy more space on the iCloud, and on your device, yes, you're stuck with what you have.
Ooh,
And we can have a class at some time on how to save space on your device. So I'm going to write that down as a future subject.
okay. I have the same information on both my phone and my computer. Why is that?
It should be the same. You're right.
Oh, okay,
Because you're looking at what's in the cloud.
okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay.
Confusing.
I have a question now. Is Apple.com mail the same as iCloud?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have an iCloud mailing address, email address, those emails would be backed up by iCloud. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
I think they're going to be backed up whether or not you're using the iCloud. Okay.
What do you explain that?
Well, you want to turn on iCloud first of all.
Right, it's on. Okay.
Okay. And then I have photos on, iCloud Drive on, and I have iCloud Mail on.
Okay.
Don't turn off iCloud Mail.
Oh, whether you have it or not, huh?
Okay. Okay. Passwords and keychain. I have that on.
Well,
And then it
says
says show
mine says set
all.
up.
Pardon me?
I don't have an iCloud mail, but it says set up.
Do you
instead
use
on.
iCloud Mail? I'd turn it on, just turn it on.
It
If you're
just
not
says
using
set
it
up
at
though.
all,
I can't turn it on. It just says set up one.
no, you don't need to.
Okay.
If you're not using it now.
No,
It's
I'm
just
not
another
using.
email.
Okay,
It's another email address.
right, that's what I need.
Okay, you don't need another one.
No,
All right. And see where it says see all? Tap that and make sure everything there is on. And what this is saving all the data from the apps, right? You have on your device. So I have everything turned on.
Oh, why do
Okay.
I want news on and why do I want news on or Game Center if I don't use them?
That's okay. You may use them sometime in the future. You want to make sure you're backing up any data you might have associated with them.
Bill, where did you get the see all part? I don't have that. I must have missed something.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, I'm currently looking at the little bar at the
Right.
top of the screen,
Right.
and it says see all there under the apps using iCloud.
It's got photos, backup message, manage storage. Where's see all? Oh, way down. Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Yep. And I have iCloud backup turned on, but I have see all, and I turn all those on. They should be already on.
Oh, here.
All right.
It's on.
So now you can feel comfortable that if you drop your phone or get a new one and you in the process of bringing it up, it says, do you have an Apple account? And you say yes. And it'll say, do you want me to back up everything from that? You say yes. And all this information, your old phone, your new phone will look just like your old phone.
Bill,
Yes, sir.
Jim McIntyre. I don't use Apple iCloud backup, but when I got my new iPhone, I put them side by side and synchronized them.
That's a different way to do it. But
Okay.
you should use iCloud backup as well. But yeah, you can synchronize them that way. If you didn't have that connection, or you didn't have your old phone, for example, you destroyed it, got run over or whatever, then you'd be in deep doo-doo.
So I should have iCloud backup turned on.
Absolutely.
What is look me up?
I have no idea, never used it. You always find these things, apps that have requested permission to look you up by the Apple ID will appear here. I don't have any of those. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Find out from Scarlett. She did something.
so far so good, everybody.
A couple years ago. She says, George, you don't need all this stuff. She says, it's taking up space. She just went through.
All right, I'm going to switch gears.
I didn't know what the heck she did.
Lanny did that to me too. Her kid did. Then Lanny said she did.
I'm going to switch gears. And I'm going to bring up on my computer. Ooh, I wanted the whole thing. So on my computer now, I went to iCloud.com. Now you may not be able to do this and view what I'm doing as well. So I understand. And what I'm going to do is sign into the iCloud. Now I can be at Jim McIntosh's house or Bill Kelleher's house or any one of your homes. And if you have a computer, I can go to iCloud.com and type sign and click on sign in.
you can do that with anyone.
And I put in my Apple ID and my password. Then it comes up and says, hey, I need that code. So my watch just beeped and gave me the code I have to put in. It could show up on your iPhone as well.
Mhm.
And I have to put in a particular code here. I'll try it again. And I click trust. And it says, welcome back, William. And here's everything that's in the cloud. There's all my photos, all 3,312 of them, 68 videos. PDFs, notes, things from the Numbers app. If we go to Pages and load the stuff I've saved in Pages. So everything's there. What's happens when I click on Cloud Plus?
Mhm.
Wow. So you can play around with this one. I want to go to my photos. There's all my photos. All three. There's the one I just took this morning. Right? Down here is all the photos. And of course, I could scroll through them.
I just put you on those shit. I don't know.
They'll come up in a minute. All right.
How come I only have some of these? I mean, I don't have photos in here, or
Did
I
you
don't have
have
a
them
lot.
selected on the other screen?
On the prior screen that you showed us.
Right, when we were on iCloud on your phone or your iPad, or
Okay, well,
did you share? Did you put them up there? Was it on?
But I think so, but I thought everything that you were talking about, I was following your directions, but now when I get to this on my computer, not much of anything is there.
It's supposed to be. If you scroll down, do you have this little thing?
Oh. I'm on something. It has Drive, Notes, Pages, and Apps, and that's it. I don't have anything like to the left that you're talking about. At the top, it says Add Title.
I'm not sure where you are. You're at iCloud.com. You entered your information
Right.
and you don't have anything here where I'm pointing to.
Okay. I just had a few things. I mean, I didn't have everything there.
Do you have the icons like this little square? Do you have that?
No.
Any of these?
Do I have? Okay. All right. On the left column, I have things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, network. I think I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, I'll try and find my way. I don't want to take up any
Okay.
more time. Thank you.
All right. Yep. It's iCloud.com you have to go to. Okay.
I added 2 names to my contacts yesterday and they're not in here.
Oh, come on.
So they must be slow,
You're not
right?
in the iCloud contacts. Oh, this is the iCloud contacts. This
Mhm.
is not the Gmail contacts.
Okay,
If you would have to go to the Gmail or Google Mail to look at those.
oh, okay.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Let me explain. That's a good point. Right now, if you look at my screen, it says iCloud.com, right?
Mhm.
Let me go back. And now it says
Google.
google.com, and I'm going to sign in to Google. Just like I signed into Apple, I'm going to sign into Google. That's my Google address.
Mhm.
There's my Google password.
Oh, no, mine's a pain in the ass.
And now my face shows up here. And I can go to Gmail. And here is a list of the Gmail that I have on my iPhone or iPad. Same list. If I tap the little, I'll call it Rubik's Cube up here, and I go to contacts, now I'm at a different cloud than iCloud. I'm in the Google Cloud. And here's most of my contacts are in Google World, right? So you
Okay.
don't lose them when you get your device. When you put the Google ID and password on your new device, all this stuff will
Oh,
show
it
up.
comes right back, yeah.
Okay. So those email addresses that you put in, you probably put them in a different address book. And
Yeah.
mine go into the Google address book. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Um, I'm going back now, and any other questions on the iCloud and how it's working and saving your information?
On the phone, I couldn't get that information. Is it, even though I have paid 99 cents?
So you went to here, you went to Safari, and you typed in iCloud.com, you tap go, then it wants my Apple ID. And there's my stuff in the iCloud. And probably you have to customize your home screen a little bit. But, all right. But you should be able to see your iCloud information on your phone as well. All right. Now I'm going to switch gears a minute. Bunch of iterations of the operating system ago, Apple came out with a Files app.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
In the full disclosure here, I'm not an Apple Mac user. So the Files app is a little perplexing to me till I finally figured out that when you save things in Apple World, it saves it by format type. In other words, when you're in the Docs application or the Pages application, it saves it in a folder for the Pages application. So that's how it saves things. So if I go to the Files app, so I'm going to do that now. I have it on my iPad, my iPhone there. If I go to my Files app and I go back to where it says Browse on the iPhone, and I
How are
have the
you-
left hand,
How are
and I
you,
have the left.
how are you getting to your Files app?
There is a Files app on your device. Okay, I put it right there. It's the one with the blue envelope on it. And again, if you can't find it, you go to App Library, tap App Library, and type in Files,
Hmm.
and you should find it there. And I'll wait a couple minutes for people to find that. Okay. Now, when you open your Files app, you may not have the same thing in the locations area that I have. In fact, it's different on my iPad than it is on my iPhone. I have iCloud Drive, TeamViewer, Dropbox, and recently deleted on my iPhone pad. On my iPhone, I have Google Drive. On my phone, right? You should try to be putting everything in the iCloud. But I can control what's here. See where I'm pointing in locations? If I tap the three little dots up here, let me get the right. I tap the three little dots and tap edit. I can add additional things or remove some things. Okay, on my iPhone, I probably want to turn on my iPad on both devices. And I'm going to turn off TeamViewer, right? So that just controls what you're allowing the Files application to look at for information.
I don't have it here.
All
Bill,
right.
I didn't
Yep.
find, I didn't find files. Is there some place I
Yep.
can go or something I can look at to,
You go to the App Store and get it. All right. When I look at the Files app, let's look at what's in the iPad itself. You'll notice I have particular pictures there. I have a folder called Downloads. I have a folder called Pages, PowerPoint. So if I tap on PowerPoint, it shows me the various PowerPoint presentations that I've made or have on my iPad. I have files there that don't fit any category, like test there, right? I put something out there and put it in a folder called test. Scan documents.
Here we go, okay.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to spend any more time there. Anybody, is Cheryl with us? Cheryl Rum? She's the one that probably uses it more than most of us. All right. I don't want to go there unless a lot of people are using it.
My question is, I have a whole bunch of files, but I wasn't even aware they were put on there.
There you go. How about in the iCloud? Is the same group up there? Yeah,
Much of it is, yeah.
good.
Like some screenshots and
Right.
On the phone, I don't have just the one file.
That's okay. You haven't used it, that's all right.
How do you get all these other items on there?
Oh, if you put pages on your device, or you put PowerPoint on your device, and you start using it, then you'll be able to see them here. If you're not using your device for one of those functions or one of those applications. For example, which one did I have Google Drive on? Oh,
Okay.
here. Here's Google Drive, and there's Stug. Okay. So here's information in the Stug folder on Google Drive,
oh, okay.
right? What you have to do is get on and play with it, right?
I guess so. Erase everything.
Don't erase anything.
Well, you never know.
All right. Do I have any questions?
Not yet.
If, still, if I want to go look up more information, what is the name of all this? It's files, or what is the category that you're talking about here?
It's called Apple Files Application.
But, okay.
Or if you're searching for it in the App Store, you just type in files.
Okay, actually, it's the whole category you've been talking about with all these files,
No,
files
no,
and everything
it's
else.
it's an application called
No.
Files.
I guess I understand that, but I'm in the whole category. What is it called? iCloud storage, or what am I looking for that I am so confused about what is on iCloud and what all the things on there and what they are or they aren't, or why they're missing, or what do I have? What do I put in the search field if I'm going on?
Don't put anything in the search field right now.
No, I'm talking about after class if I'm trying to find more information. I don't know what category this is or what to look for. Do I look for iCloud or do I look
No,
for?
no, no. Do you have the application? Let's start there.
I have iCloud, yes.
No. Do you have the Files application?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's assume you do not. You would start by going to the App Store, tapping search and typing in Files, Files.
I don't think I'm making myself clear what I'm searching for.
Well, you're not searching for how, if you want to know how to use the Files application, go to YouTube and
That's
type in, go to Files,
right.
and there'll be a bunch of videos out there on how to use the Files application.
Okay, it's not the specific application I'm talking about. It's the whole, all of the things that were listed in the iCloud.
No, hold on.
Okay,
Are you talking about iCloud, which we talked about earlier? Or are you
yes.
talking about the Files application?
I'm talking about iCloud and all of this.
Okay,
info
do
in
the
there.
same thing with, YouTube on that. Tell me
Okay,
about, do YouTube and type in, tell me about iCloud.
okay. All right,
Okay.
thank you. Sorry, this is like, it's lost totally, so.
I know files and
Alright.
folders is a interesting topic.
All right, oh, thank you.
All right,
Bill, did you ever get my voicemails?
I did not. Bill, I went to messages and wait a minute, message. I went to phone and did not get a voicemail.
I left you 2 of them.
Yeah. I feel deprived.
Somehow you'll live
I
through
did- Okay. All right. Oh, yes. This is called Heavenly Looks. In surgery for a heart attack, a middle-aged woman had a vision of God in her back by her bedside. Will I die? She asks. God says, no, you have 30 more years to live. So after surgery, she was thinking with 30 more years to look forward to, she decided to make the best of it. And since she was in the hospital, she decided to get a breast implant, liposuction, tummy tuck, hair transplant, and collagen injections in her lips. She looks great. The day she was discharged, she exits the hospital with a swagger, crosses the street, and is immediately hit by an ambulance and killed. Up in heaven, she sees God. She says, God, you said I've had 30 more years to live, she complains. That's true, she said, God said. So what happened? God shrugs. I didn't recognize you, he says. All right. Everybody got that one?
Yes, good one.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Next week. Anybody have what we're doing next week?
Books and music.
Books and music. All right.
Books and
Any other
music.
questions, everybody? Everybody okay?
Books and
All
music.
right. See you guys next week. Have a good week, everyone.
Thank you very much for everything. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Very
All
helpful.
right. Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thank
Take
you for
care.
your, thank you for your patience.
That's
Appreciate it.
okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, Bill.